औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मदिन व आलि मुहम्मद उलिल अम्रिल लज़ीना फ़रज़्ता अलैना ताअतहुम व रफ़अना बिज़ालिका मंज़िलतहुम। Assalamu alaikum viewers, I am Zishan Haidar Muswi again with a very wonderful topic, and in fact this is the second part of the first topic in which I explain the nature of light 14. It's all related to 14. So first I will discuss about the light, the colorful world, the phenomena of absorption, reflection and scattering. Then I shall discuss the same thing in spiritual world. What is the parallel of this scattering of light, reflection, absorption and the different effects of light? What does it mean in spiritual world? Right? And in the end, I shall talk about a very wonderful topic, number 7. And I would advise that you don't miss the ending, but it will be very interesting. And facts mentioned there are, untold till now. So I start with light. As I explained you last time that light consists of 14 colors, right? 7 visible and 6 invisible and 1 composite. The white color is composite. The 7 colors, Vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. The visible colors, invisible are, you know very well, the 7 colors, infrared, ultra-infrared, microwaves and radio waves, ultraviolet rays, gamma rays and X-rays. So these are, overall it makes to 14. Now, if you see the colorful world which you see around you, the different colors, my shirt is colored, right? So this all around you see the colorful world, and it's visible only during the daytime, right? In the night you don't have anything, Without light you cannot see any color. So this colorful world is because of reflection. What is happening is, light is falling on an object and it is getting absorbed, and a particular light is reflected, and that is the color. So whatever color you are seeing around you is a reflected light. For example, if you see a green mango, right? The green mango is absorbing, the unripe mango I mean to say, it is absorbing all the colors except green from the surface. Green is reflected. So you see the mango as green. Now the same mango turns yellow. Why? Because when the mango ripens, the vitamin C is converted into glucose. So the chemical content is changed, lot of glucose is there. So it is now like, it's a different chemical, right? So it is reflecting yellow light, not the green light, right? Likewise, all the colors around you are just reflected light. That is one way. And there is other method of, there is other way in which the color is seen. That is called scattering. You can see color by scattering, but scattering shows a very, temporary color. It's not a permanent color. The color because of scattering is very temporary, not permanent. But the color because of absorption and reflection is permanent, till the chemical is same, right? So for example, what is scattering then? I have explained you absorption and reflection, right? If your shirt is white, it means the dye in your shirt is reflecting all the lights, all the colors. So that is white. When your shirt is black, it is black because your dye in your shirt is absorbing all the colors and reflecting no color. So it's black. Absence of color is black. Likewise, so this is absorption and reflection. There is other method which is called scattering. This is natural. Scattering means light will go through the molecules and get bumped, pass through the molecule and come out, whether with increased frequency or decreased frequency or with same frequency, right, when it is entering a molecule. So scattering, that is called scattering. That is the bump, the light is getting bumped up. Because of that also you will have color. For example, there are 3 ways of scattering. One is Rayleigh scattering, Compton scattering and Raman scattering. C.V. Raman, Sir C.V. Raman discovered the Raman scattering. So what is Rayleigh scattering? Rayleigh scattering. So Rayleigh scattering means the sky is blue, appears blue because of Rayleigh scattering. Sky is not blue. What is happening is the nitrogen and oxygen molecule present in the air, right, they are allowing the only blue color to pass through them, scatter through them. They are giving bumping effect to the blue color. Why only blue color? Why not the other color? Other colors are also getting scattered, but not as much as the blue color. Why it is getting the maximum bumping effect and the blue color is scattered maximum by the atmosphere? Because the wavelength of the blue light exactly matches the size of nitrogen and oxygen atom. So when the size is same, it's a kind of resonance kind of thing, right? So it means the sky is blue because the blue color is reflected max. Other colors are also there, but they are camouflaged. They are camouflaged. So this is called Rayleigh scattering. The blue color of the light goes through the molecules of oxygen and nitrogen, comes out as it is, without change in frequency. This is called Rayleigh scattering. Scattering means the bumping effect it is getting, and scattering happens only in inhomogeneous medium. Inhomogeneity should be there. It should be inhomogeneous. There should be ups and downs in the medium. Then only scattering will happen. Like when you are going on the bike, right? There is a speed breaker, so your bike gets bumped. Same way. So now this is one effect. And other one is Compton's effect. Compton got Nobel Prize for his effect, and this is related to very high frequency gamma rays. When gamma rays pass through a molecule, they will knock the electron. While knocking, they will lose energy to electron, and they come out as it is with the bumping effect. So, and there will be a decrease in frequency. This is called positive. There will be a decrease in frequency. This is called negative Compton effect. And sometimes what happens when the high frequency radiation gamma ray when goes in the molecule and hits the electron, it will take energy from the kinetic energy from the electron and come out with higher frequency. So that is called positive Compton effect, right? Scattering. The scattering. This positive Compton effect is used in cancer therapy to kill the cancer cells, right? And third comes the Raman effect. C.V. Raman, Sir C.V. Raman, our great Indian, he discovered the effect in around 30s, and he got the Nobel Prize for it. Compton also got Nobel Prize for scattering. Sir C.V. Raman also got Nobel Prize for scattering. But C.V. Raman's work was very sophisticated. So what is that, So for example, Sir C.V. Raman was thinking on the color. He used to travel frequently through the ships. He was thinking how the color of the ocean is blue. So Rayleigh, who says sky is blue, through his effect, he says that ocean is blue because it is reflecting the sky. Even today some people believe that. But that's not true. Sir C.V. Raman worked on this and proved that it is not the reflection of the sky. The ocean is blue not because of the reflection, but it is because of a special kind of scattering called Raman scattering, in which the visible light passes through a molecule and comes out from the molecule with higher frequency. It is Compton effect because Compton effect was possible in high frequency radiation which are invisible. But with visible light, Compton effect was impossible. But C.V. Raman proved that the blue color of the ocean is because of the scattering of blue light, and it is coming out with higher frequency because of the chemical nature of the ocean, right? And this is temporary. If you take the water of the ocean out, there is no color. So the color because of scattering is temporary. It's not the real color, right? So this is the point. C.V. Raman proved that the blue color is because of Raman effect. Even if you go to airports now, your baggage is checked on the basis of Raman effect. The airports are checking your baggages for liquid. Raman effect deals with liquids. So Raman effect is in use 24/7. It is used in chemistry, in spectroscopy, so many areas, because Sir C.V. Raman proved that every chemical, it will absorb, it will scatter light in a different way. Special scattering is there. So scattering of light through Raman effect, gives the idea about the chemical nature of substances. And you'll ask me why the ocean is green at the seashore. Why the water is green? When you go to the ocean, if you go deep, it is blue. At the corner, it is green. That is because, again, because of the planktons, the microscopic animals present at the corner of the ocean. Yeah, so they are causing a different Raman effect, right? They are allowing the light to come out, green light to come out. So that is the chemical nature. So this is called Raman scattering. So I will relate this. Now I come to the spiritual world. What all this means? Yeah, can you apply this scattering Raman effect, to the spiritual world? Is there any parallelism in the spiritual world, or the world of philosophy, or the world of religion, yeah, of course. Like those people, like I told you, that in the world of physics we have 14 colors, and the world is colored because of these 14 colors. But in the world of spirituality, God, also I proved with the Quran that God is also, the light of God is made of 14 components. God is not made of anything. Light of God is different, God is different. In Quran also God says that God doesn't have any examples. Then he says that Allahu nuru samawati wal ard masalu nurihi, the example of his light. God's light has example, but God doesn't have example. God's light is different, God is different. Sun is different, sunlight is different. So he means to say, likewise I said that God's light has 14 components, yeah, and there are 14 energies, I mean to say. So those, in terms of this God relationship also, we can see that some people are true, like they absorb the color of God, Sibghatullah, right, and they reflect, that is real, right? They are real people, genuine people. They really absorb the color of God, the light of the color of the light of God, and they are genuine, they are true. And there are some people who are just scatterers. They don't absorb anything. They are just scattering light. The fake religious people, the pseudo religious people, they are scattering the light of God when they are speaking on religious terms, religious issues, and they are earning a lot of money, right? And they are getting a lot of power and so many things, gathering, and people are following them and they are using it. So they are scatterers. They are scattering light. They don't have any real color. They are just scattering. It's faking. This is one example. Now, the light of God, the 14 colors, right? The 14 components of the light of God, they also behave like the physical light. For example, like all the colors are same in some way, and they are different as well. Like Rumi says that our soul is the mirror and image itself, both. So the first light of God, the first creation of God is 14 colors. I told you that the 14 colors, right? The 14 color of God, yeah, the 14 components of God actually are the 14 names, right? And they are the 14 names, and these 14 names are the foundation, like the 14 colors in the physics. These 14 names, the 14 components of the light of God are the foundation, and because of this 14, the other names are derived. Like in the Quran, there are 99 names of God. So these 99 names of God are derived from 14 fundamental names. Like we have 24 alphabets, 28 alphabets in Arabic and 24 alphabets in English. From that you get everything, right? All the literature. Likewise, these 14 names of God are the basic fundamental, and from these 14 all are derived. 99 names of God and etc. etc. So these 14 names or components of the light of God are 14 personalities. Right? These are 14 personalities. They can acquire any shape. When they are the light of God, they can become human beings. They can acquire, like these quantities can be found in mathematics also. In mathematics, there are quantities called tensors. They, on basis on the environment and change of environment, change of situation, they change their overall appearance, their overall physical identity. Such quantities are called tensors in mathematics. So these 14 lights of God, the 14 components of God, the 14 personalities are tensors. When they can come into the world as human beings, when they go somewhere else in another dimension, they will be different. So these lights, and even science is talking about different dimensions, 5th dimension, 6th dimension, 7th dimension. So I told you that whatever is there in this universe, whatever we are seeing in the material world, it's representing the truths there in the spiritual world. Right? The truths existing in the spiritual world or higher dimension, you can say. Even loop quantum gravity, the theory which is very popular now, it's telling that dimensions, 6 dimensions are there, 7 dimensions are there, hundreds of dimensions are there. We are living in a 4-dimensional world, length, breadth and height, and time. So these are the 4 dimensions: length, breadth, height, time. So we are living in a 4-dimension world of 4 dimensions. If we go into 5th dimension, we will be unconscious, because we were born in this 4-dimensional world and we have experienced it, so we are living in that. If we go into a 5th-dimensional world, it will be a totally new experience, so we will go unconscious. If you want to feel 5th or 6th dimension, you have to take birth in that dimension. Otherwise you cannot. You will go unconscious, because your mind is not trained for that. Right? So 14, I told you 14. Like Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that we 14. Islam talks about 14. Muhammad and his family, the 12 Imams, Muhammad and Fatima, and the 12 Imams. He said about 12 Imams, right? They are the light of God. So 14, this concept of 14, he said that Awalana Muhammad, Awsatana Muhammad, Kullana. We all are Muhammad. We all are same, 14. Right? And they are different as well. They have inhomogeneity, because they are inhomogeneous and homogeneous as well. So when there is inhomogeneity, they are scattering, the light of God. So they are visible. You can see the effect. Now these are the 14 energies, right? I told you that our hands have 14 bones, right? They're guiding you. God says in Quran that we'll show you our signs in yourself and on the horizon. So right now on the horizon, if you see the light, the world around us is because of absorption and reflection. And now this material world, the physical world, is colored because of the 14 colors of light. And this material world is, everything in this material world is made of the 14, it has the essence of the 14 components of God. Everything from a grain to you, we all have the 14 components inside. The light of God, the light of the Creator. The 14 components are there. That's why Hazrat Ali, in his very famous Dua Kumail, says that وَبِأَسْمَائِكَ الَّتِي مَلَأَتْ أَرْكَانَ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ. Hazrat Ali is telling, I ask you, O God, in the name of your names, which are inside everything. Mala'at. Wabi asma'ika allati, your names, 14 names, Wabi asma'ika allati mala'at, mixed, they are mixed with. Arkana, mixed with the foundation, components of everything. Right, the 14. So the 7, the number 7, I'll start from here. The number 7 actually represents 14. Right? So whenever there is 7, it means there is 14. Like 7 colors are there. Later we discovered that its overall comes to, hidden colors are 14, right? Total, the hidden colors are 6, 1 composite and 7 colors. So whenever there is 7, it represents 14. For example, 7 days in a week. So what does it mean? There are 7 days, each day is 12 hours, and remaining 7 are the nights, right? So 7 days and 7 nights, it's 14. So a week is made of 14 components, right? A week is made of 14 components. Then we come to the sound. Sound has 7 tones, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni. So where is 14? So every syllable sa is made of 2, sa and a, sa. Then re, ra and e, sa, re, ga. A is always there. So it's the word and the other word, right? 2 words. Each syllable is made of 2 words. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni. It's 14. Again, right? So if you likewise, the 7 skies, it is 14 somewhere. I don't know how, but that is up to you. You have to research. So when we say 7 colors, 7 tones, or 7 days in a week, and you say we read Surah Al-Hamd. It starts with Bismillah Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, which is one of the verses. So there are total 7 surahs in Surah Al-Hamd, and we say that it is said, there is a report that it was revealed twice to make it 14 again. So 14 is very important. For example, if you go to the chemistry, all the ionic compounds, there are 14 possible shapes in ionic compounds, like body centered cubic, face centered cubic. Total 14. Yeah. The total crystals, the shape of crystals in chemistry are 14 shapes, not more than that. So with that I conclude. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.